Hi everyone, Liz Bigger, Butterfly Healing and Wellness. I was led to pull cards about a month ago every week for the collective, and this week I was led to pull 2 cards from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, and I was led to pull 3 cards from the Earth Magic Oracle cards from Stephen D. Farmer. And whenever I'm led to pull a certain amount of cards, then I find a spread that will accommodate all the cards that I'm led to pull. So I was led to use the cross, and this is the cross spread. So this is the first card. This is the issue. This is the second card. This is internal influences that you're probably not aware of. And this is card 3. It's external influences that you probably are aware of. This is the 4th card. This is what needs to be done. And this is the 5th card. This is the outcome. So the first card that I was led to pull was caring connections. And this is connections between 2 people, usually between 2 people. And as you see, it's a couple. It doesn't have to be a love connection. It can be in business. It can also be in friendship. But basically what this card is telling us is that someone is coming into our lives that will be beneficial to us right now, like either in love and romance or in friendship or in business. And this could be an issue if we're not comfortable with making these caring connections. And I know a lot of people, like myself, we have a hard time making those connections. And so this is Spirit telling us that we need to get ready for this. We're going to have someone coming into our lives, and we need to be ready for that because it's going to be beneficial to us. The second card is the sacral chakra, Archangel Ariel. And basically this is telling us the internal influence that's going on for us right now is in our sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra is our second chakra, and it is where we manifest things. This is where all of our sensuality and creativity come from. And so this is telling us that Archangel Ariel is already working in our sacral chakra to allow for the intimacy that's going to be required to make this caring connection with this person who's coming into our life, and that's going to be very beneficial. The third card was the meadow, vulnerability. Now this is a very uncomfortable card for a lot of people. This is an external influence that you are aware of. And so you might be feeling vulnerable right now. You might be feeling a little naked. And what you need to know, what Spirit's trying to tell us, is that this is a good thing for us right now. If you look at this card, you see the beautiful abundance of flowers and the wide open spaces, the mountain in the background. This is basically telling us that the sky's the limit, and we're going to find abundance if we learn how to lean into this vulnerability and let this vulnerability happen so that we can make this caring connection that's going to be coming into our lives. The 4th card, which is what needs to be done, this is the river card, movement. So what this card is telling us, what Spirit is telling us through this card, is that forward movement is going to be necessary. When we think about water, when we think about a river, sometimes it meanders slowly and sometimes it rushes. So we need to know that as long as we're moving forward, that's good. But we need to also realize that we need to go with the flow. We need to realize that we're going to have twists and turns, and we need to be ready to be strong like water, which means that if you ever heard that term before, water can be very delicate and very flowy, but it can also be very tough and hard, and it can cut through rocks over time. So we need to remember that we're going to be continually moving forward. As long as we're continually moving forward and going with the flow, that we're going to be able to accomplish this caring connection that's going to be coming into our lives, that's going to be beneficial to us. And the final card, the outcome, which is Gaia. This is nurturing. Gaia is such a beautiful card. It means complete abundance. If you look at this, she's the one that makes order out of all the chaos. She makes the flowers bloom in the spring and the leaves turn in the fall. And we need to pay attention to those life cycles that are going on right now. And we will be in tune with those cycles if we're able to lean into our sacral chakra, lean into our vulnerability, continue our forward movement. That will be the outcome. We'll find that beautiful abundance and nurturing at the end. So that is the reading for this week. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll put some information down there so that you can get in touch with me if you want your own reading, personal reading. And I am honored to be able to read for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you again next week or get a contact from you. Have a great day. Have a great week.